Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Please welcome your 2027 New Orleans Saints.
On the visiting sideline, a look at the Panthers head coach. Their 7-0 record has made them the envy of this league, but it's also put a target on their backs. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. On EA Sports, starting from the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send their tight end right. 2nd down carry for Achane. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Number 11. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
Lamar
and
off the
7
play fake.
at their 49-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Lamar throwing again. They'll drop this down to Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Jukes away from one. Jukes another one. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Play fake, Jackson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but they never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. Here he goes, third and long. Throw was caught. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So they hit him for 5 yards on fourth down, and they get the successful conversion.
Panthers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a gain of a
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
At the Saints 2-yard line.
Achane has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting the first down or just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal. Lamar now from the gun. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him. And it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the second or third catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Panthers will jump back to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22.
Play action, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Designed run. Jackson keeping it. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well. After drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate. Every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do.
And he goes. The Panthers got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Play action now with Jackson. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. Galloping inside the 40. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Panthers push their lead to 21-zip already. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. First down, Williams to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Jameson Williams, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the slant, complete to Judy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 21-0 our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Big strike downfield to Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game.
Saints 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panthers and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his touchdown, another one for him this season as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. First down, here's Lamar. Line quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Completed over the middle. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Real cool.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And stick with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra pocket along, find the leg quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14.
Zone read, they hand it to Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his back, Achane. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Jackson.
Let's see what they draw up on his 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
To the air on 3rd and long.
3rd and 7.
That's the line, he's going to run for it. He's on the move, past the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and that sets him up with 1st and goal.
Panthers, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Blitz coming here. Jackson. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 3-possession game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
And 9 at the 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Odunze. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Collects this at the 35. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Panthers send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
It's a gain of 35. And the Panthers 1st down.
Okay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down throw for Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
It's Achane. Inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lamar. Here's a screen for Achane. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Going after it, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead.
Saints 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. The Saints come marching onto the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
31 yards.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
First down.
And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
To Rome Odunze. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Williams from the gun.
40-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. To the air yet again, Williams. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Reichert connects there, and that lowers the gap to 25 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. One last play before the break.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the Charger quarterback. This will wind up a touchdown. The Chargers up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints have running back Bashal Tutin headed out with the rest of the offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. First down, Williams. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down, game to 2. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got them tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Panthers send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
The Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Looking right, and he finds it. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Brings up 4th and
Carolina in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Saints take over.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
Williams on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he spots in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
Again, it's Williams. Odunze's got it right side. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. 1st down, Williams to throw. That's taken in by Henry. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
At the 38-yard
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Saints.
First down throw by Williams. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field come into life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with AJ. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Jackson. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're starting 4th and long. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Here comes the Saints offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Williams to throw on first. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. And the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging bold plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Panthers and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Play action now with Jackson. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Great throw to a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he dodged the tackle. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, a QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Panthers who have possession, and this one looking pretty well decided already. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Here's a handoff for Achane. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers keep running away with this. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Okay, I got him.
Williams from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Williams. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Carolina offense headed out now. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Achane running right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints.
Pushing left is their running back. Lamar now from the gun. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his back, Achane. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead.
Set to kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. 1st down, Williams. Not enough on this throw. He hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Williams set to pass. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
10 more yards.
Williams on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. To the air yet again. Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Williams with 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. Really good plays, Brock. Made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
The Panthers and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Good riff on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st down.
A run now with Achane. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Achane again. Shoots away from one. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Panthers about to stay unbeaten once again. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They run, it's Achane. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd down run from Achane. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Here he goes, one final shot. Gets out of trouble. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from New Orleans.